Hello, everybody. Dr. Eric Plasker here, and welcome to our webinar on the Lifetime Patient System. We are going to talk today about filling your practice with lifetime patients. Such an exciting vision for many of us. I think it's something that deep down we all want lifetime patients. We want the people that come into our practice. Certainly, if they're getting great results, we want them to be lifetime patients. We don't want them to leave, especially if they like us, especially if they've gotten good results. We don't want them to disappear. It's so frustrating when people like what we do, love what we do, and they disappear. We want more of those people to stay with us for lifetime care. And you know what? There's a lot of people that don't respond with a condition that maybe they came in for, but they have other life improvements that have taken place as a result of their chiropractic care. We want them to also stay under care, still be under care, to become lifetime patients. And even some of the people, come on, honestly, the people that don't respond, maybe their back is too far gone, or maybe there's something underlying there that maybe that the pain didn't go away as much as we would have wanted to. Maybe they have a partial result, but they could still benefit from chiropractic care, certainly a healthy spine and nervous system over the course of their lifetime. And wouldn't we want a good number of those people to stay with us and stay under chiropractic care as well? Of course. Well, the lifetime patient system will absolutely help you create that. At the family practice, our vision, our mission for nearly 2 decades has been lifetime care for everyone. We are experts at creating lifetime patients for chiropractors. We believe that everyone deserves to be healthy and express their full potential from the time they are born through their last breath of life, and chiropractors should be healthcare leaders in the world. Well, if you share a common vision, if you utilize chiropractic care in your own life for what will be your entire lifetime, you've been doing it up to the present moment, you'll be doing it into the future. If your staff also embraces the care, if your family embraces the care, then certainly it should be good enough for our patients, our community, at least as an option. And I believe that all of us should be experts at getting more and more people to utilize chiropractic care the way that you and I do, because it's good for them over the long haul. And one of the challenges I think that comes up for doctors when we talk about lifetime care, they're afraid that, what if my patients actually think we want them to come in for life, or they want us to be lifetime patients? Well, here's the reality, everybody. The medics want lifetime patients too. This is an ad that is put out by Northside Hospital. It's a good one. It says, "It's a boy, the balloon on the left, and over the hill on the right, a lifetime of care, Northside Hospital." This is how our hospital system is promoting lifetime care. They want lifetime patients. The only difference is that their version of lifetime patients is a lifetime of drugs, shots, and organ removal. Well, that is not the lifetime care that you and I are looking for. We want health and vitality over the long haul. Here's another version of that ad. You have the high chair on the left and the rocking chair on the right. Please, come on. The medics want lifetime patients too. They do. And they want a lifetime of organ removal, a lifetime of drugs, and a lifetime of shots. How about this one? Sippy cup, coffee cup. The medics want lifetime patients. We need to not be ashamed. We need to not be afraid. We need to not worry about that. We want something that is not good for people. We want something that's great for people, a healthy spine and nervous system, living healthy, drug-free lives for the long haul. Here's another one, and this one, if the other 3 didn't make you mad, this one will certainly make you mad. A lifetime of care, Northside Hospital, the pink ribbon, it's a girl on the left, and we'll take your breasts on the right. This is a lifetime of care, the medical way. Let's face it, everybody. Come on. The medics want lifetime patients too. We need to not be ashamed. We need to be proud of what we do, because the lifetime of care that we do is certainly a healthier option than a lifetime of care that the other side does. And the last one that I'll show you here, that the medics want lifetime care, this is a billboard that was just outside of our office here in Marietta, Georgia. It was put out by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. They now have 25 locations. They are expanding like crazy. And you can see on the billboard, it says, "Dedicated to long, healthy lives." They are looking to attract as many children for care, shots, and drugs and organ removal over the course of their entire lifetime, and they are using a lifetime care concept to target parents to bring their kids in for lifetime medical care. Now, I know if you're looking at this picture on the screen, then you are probably thinking to yourself, Plasker, did you Photoshop this picture? And the answer is no, I couldn't have thought of this in a million years. This is the billboard that is outside our office that is hanging above the McDonald's sign, which is also hanging above the graveyard. And it is true that a lifetime of drugs and a lifetime of shots and a lifetime of organ removal has made that system, that medical system, the third leading cause of death in the world. Come on, we need to be proud of what we do as chiropractors, and we need to become experts at creating lifetime patients. So if you share this belief, this concept that everyone deserves to be healthy and express their full potential from the time they are born through their last breath of life, then you'll be excited about what we're going to cover today in this webinar. And here's a couple of questions that I think would be important for you to answer. How much more would you like your practice if more new patients came in for care and stayed for a lifetime? How much more would you like your practice if more of your crisis care patients, the people that were sick, injured, in pain, in car accidents, in sports injuries, if they were injured and more of them, instead of disappearing as inactive files, but if more of them transition to lifestyle care, we call it lifestyle care, that's the lifetime care term we use for the patients, how much more would you like your practice if more of them did that? Of course you'd like it much more, much more. It sure beats creating lots and lots of inactive files, which too many of us over the years have created way too many inactive files. And then the last question, if more people, how much more would you like your practice if more people understood the benefits of chiropractic care and valued chiropractic care as a priority? If you would like your practice much more, if the answer to these questions are, yes, I would like my practice a lot more, then you're going to love the lifetime patient system. We have been for nearly 2 decades, like I've said, helped chiropractors transition lots of people and people all over the world to lifetime chiropractic care, making chiropractic care a priority. So welcome to the lifetime patient system. The lifetime patient system, what it is we have built a system that from pre-day one, which means before they ever even get to your practice or before your patients even while they have resources, providing them resources to refer, so that before they ever even get to your practice, from pre-day one to the 100th visit of care and beyond, that everything you need to attract and create as many lifetime patients as you are willing to see is present in the lifetime patient system, and it is systematized. It is systematized in such a way that you can implement it in a linear fashion, step by step by step, or you can be as ADD as you are innately to grow at your own pace to create as many committed lifetime patients as you are willing to see. The value of lifetime patients is extraordinary, as you're going to see. It's an extraordinary value for the people who are under care, for the planet that we live on, specifically your community, and from a business perspective, from a profit perspective. The lifetime patient system is incredibly valuable to your practice, hugely valuable to your practice. Let's start with the people. This is a woman that's still under care, still under care. That's going to be a theme, my colleagues and friends. These are a woman still under care. This is a woman that could not get pregnant because she was diagnosed with chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. They told her to take these drugs, don't have a baby because they're bad for your baby. She got under chiropractic care 25 years ago. She decided that, wow, I don't need these drugs. She stayed under care, got pregnant, had a baby, and look at these two handsome young gentlemen on the right playing football for the University of Auburn right now, 20 and 21 years old, still under care, considering becoming chiropractors, still under care. They've probably paid our office and the office that they also see when I'm out of town a combined total of probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000 over the last 20 years. Still under care, loving it. They say thank you. They bring cookies at Christmas. Come on, how cool is that? Here's an older couple. They started chiropractic care in their early 60s. still under care, still under care. 20 years later, they started care in 1994, still under care. Not only are they under care, but their children are under care, their grandchildren are under care, their great-grandchildren are under care. The combined total of the value of what this has meant to their life. She was having a hard time gardening. She couldn't move around very well. Now at 85 years old, still gardening, staying healthy, keeping functional. Her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren still under care. The grand total that all of those 4 family units have paid over the course of the last 20 years, it's probably because it's forfeit, maybe it's $60,000, $70,000 over the last 20, 25 years. They've done it in a way, whether insurance has covered it or not, most of that has been out of pocket. They say thank you on a regular basis, and they bring cookies and Christmas, and they're happy and healthy, loving the quality of life that they're enjoying. This gentleman to the right here, been under chiropractic care for 31 years. He was file number 4 in my practice, still under care. He's a weightlifter in his mid-50s. He's lifting more weight forever than ever. Thankful, grateful, still under care. Probably paid our office, the office, somewhere in the neighborhood of $40,000 over the last, maybe more, over the last 30 years. Never misses an appointment. He's a part of an expanded patient base, active patient base that's still under care. And he's very excited and happy and says thank you after every visit and after every month, and appreciative of the quality of the care and the difference that chiropractic has made in his life. Here's a family still under care, 15, 18 years later, still under care. These kids were born with genetic conditions, Fragile X syndrome. Their sinuses cleared up. Their focus in school was better. Mom's back is better. Dad's golf game is better. Yeah, because he can play. I don't know if his score is any better, but he can enjoy it because he can play. And even though these kids have had a genetic condition that will affect their life forever, they are still under care. They are happy chiropractic advocates. They are paying out of pocket. They appreciate the value of chiropractic care in their life. Here's another genetic condition. Here's a gentleman that was born with no arms and legs. His name is Kyle Maynard. He's a famous one, Kyle is. I took care of him after I saw him on Real Sports. I heard he was wrestling for his state championship and that he wanted to set the world record. And so I reached out to him, and because I saw him on the ESPN, he inspired me. And here he is lifting weights, setting the world record in his weight class. Here's me in the background providing care before and after. And here's the beautiful thing. I just had a tech session with this guy just 2 weeks ago because he is still under care, and his Nike commercial is out during the Olympics. Many of you probably saw him at the Olympics on TV. His Nike ad is really kind of cool. He's climbing a mountain with no arms and legs, loves chiropractic care, still under care. Much better than having people like this fine young man. Much better than having him be an inactive file, not under care. It's much better to have him active, healthy, expressing his full potential throughout his entire lifetime. Chiropractic care has become a priority in his life. It expands from there, my brothers and sisters, my colleagues. When you get people that are still under care, they remain active patients. Inactive files don't really refer. Active people pay and refer, and they end up voting our way over time. This is a 4-generation family, still under care, chiropractic a priority in their lives, paying out of pocket now. Doesn't matter that the insurance went away because they got the big idea. They want to live active, healthy, long lives. They understand the role of the nervous system. They want to live a 100-year lifestyle, not a 40 or 50 or 60-year deteriorating, rotting away lifestyle. They want to function at a high level throughout their lifetime. Athletes, when you get this concept down, lifetime care for everyone, people functioning at their highest level throughout their lifetime, when you systematize it, you will attract athletes. You will attract world-class athletes. For me, light heavyweight kickboxing champion, Olympic swimmers and other Olympic athletes and NBA players and NFL players, as well as sports teams that are youth sports teams that you work with on a regular basis. And what's cool about it, as you see, is that a part of the lifetime patient system, we have resources and tools and training and education and all kinds of pieces of this system that will help you create and attract and do everything that I'm showing you here. These are the results. We'll show you the system as we go through this presentation. So you'll get and be youth sports team, the athletic chiropractor, college sports team. I was a team chiropractor for Georgia State University, Division I college soccer team. Very fun, very exciting, very enjoyable, very fulfilling. And you will also get into all different types of companies, which is a lot of fun to have the door being open for you rather than being closed to you, because you have a system and a model and a brand and a message that empowers you to be bigger than yourself, to make an impact in the community and get lots of people under chiropractic care. And here's the thing that's really important. We talked about community. Listen, our world is in desperate need of new healthcare leadership, my friends. When you look around the world, 100-year-old people are the world's fastest growing group in every industrialized nation. Here's an image of a 100-year-old woman staring at her 1-year-old granddaughter. Their birthday is on the same day. And the older woman is thinking to herself, oh my gosh, my beautiful granddaughter, I hope you live 100 beautiful years. You better take care of yourself or you're going to be hurting like me. Because this is a woman that had no idea that she was going to live this long, and she did. And here's the solution, the medical solution, my colleagues and friends, which kind of drives me crazy as I travel around the world delivering this message all over the world. Here's the allopathic solution. It's more drugs and more beds. Well, more drugs and more beds are not the answer. More drugs, more assisted living, more nursing homes, that is not the answer. That is the answer in an allopathic world where people are getting drugged up and getting their organs removed one after the other. But in a chiropractic world where people are functioning at their highest level throughout their entire lifetime, this does not have to be the solution, and it won't be the solution for the people in your community if you step up to the plate and create more lifetime patients. So the cool thing is that we're excited about the opportunity that we have had nearly 20 years to be able to duplicate success for chiropractors by delivering a focused message with a very focused system. We've been able to duplicate this success in chiropractic offices all over the world. And when you look at the duplication of success, here's one of our more recent new affiliates implementing the lifetime patient system. 14,000 in just 3 months, $14,000 ahead of the year before. And he can see in his sights how $500,000 a year is working in his practice. He's implementing the tools. His systems are getting smoother. His regular clients are coming on board. He's getting more new patients. He's closing the gaps. And he's really excited in just a short period of time, seeing the results in a very short period of time, creating more lifetime patients. Here's some more results. Dr. Allen in Florida, January, February, and March of 2016. His new patients jumped. He came on board in January, mid-January. He jumped from 29 new patients to 44 and 43 in January, February, March. His patient visits jumped up from 542 to 655 to 825 in just 3 months. This is a text message that he sent me. His collections went from 32,000 to 54 to 56. It's amazing when people are referring more people and they're staying longer and committing for longer periods of time under their own free will, not because they're being pushed to do it. It's amazing how the results go up. This is a text message I received from a doctor whose collections went up over $100,000 cash collections a month. Dr. Brent, to over $100,000 a month. When he started implementing the system 5 years ago, he was collecting $55,000 a month cash, now over $100,000 a month cash. From a patient visit perspective, if you want to see your practice grow, Dr. Todd out in Tennessee, Virginia area, right on the border, setting a record of patient visits, breaking 100 visits in a day. And all because he's ethically, morally, from a very heartfelt perspective, helping his patients through the branding and the system and the messaging that we're delivering to realize the importance of lifetime chiropractic care, and people are choosing it for themselves and making it a priority. So exciting. Let's take a look at the value of a lifetime patient. People will be healthier for a lifetime. Your community will be healthier. You will build relationships that you cherish, people that love you and care about you, not just people that are using you. but people that care about you. You'll increase your active patient base, which helps increase your crisis care referrals, people that need you because they're hurting. It'll increase your lifestyle care referrals, people that want to be healthier for the long haul. And it will help you increase the number of people that get under your transitional care, that transition from crisis care to lifestyle care. You increase your community referral base because you have more active patients in the community. When this all happens, your stress goes down, your income goes up, the cash flow goes up, the joy and the fulfillment goes up. You're not having to build your practice every 3 months to 6 months. You have a steady, strong base because you have people that love you. And then, of course, because, yes, I do love chocolate chip cookies. They are some of my favorite things, and yours will be too. They bring you cookies at Christmas as a way of saying thank you for the difference that you are making in their family's life. And here's the just as important a question. What's the value of your inactive files? Yes, occasionally they will refer people to you, of course. But the reality of it is that they're gone. They disappear. Maybe they'll see you again if they hurt. Of course, some of them will come back every year or 2 or 3 when they hurt, and then they're gone again. Much different than the value of your active patients that are under lifetime chiropractic care. Think about this question, my brothers and sisters, for a minute. When you think about the value of a lifetime patient, what if 20% of your inactive files were still under care? Think about that. How many inactive files do you have? Do you have 500? Do you have 1,000? Do you have 2,000, 5,000, or like a doctor that I spoke with over the weekend, last weekend, 8,000 inactive files, inactive patients? Think about whatever your number is. Let's just use the number 20% on 1,000 inactive files for a minute. So if 20% of those people were still under care because you had a lifetime patient system and you were implementing it and you were becoming an expert at it, if 20% of them, were 200 people, were still under care, coming in twice a month, paying out of pocket at a minimum price, $45 per visit, or whatever your fee is in your area. Some of you, maybe it's 50, 55, 60, 70, 75. Some of you, maybe if you're in a smaller town, maybe it's 30 or 35 or 40. But think about for a minute, in this case scenario, in an average town, in an average community, if 20% still under care, 2 times a month, $45 a visit, that's an additional 400 visits a month, or an additional $18,000 per month cash on top of what you are currently doing. For most of you, that would change your life dramatically. And let's just say that you didn't get 20%. Let's say this practice, it was only 10% because you were only mediocre at it. Well, that would still be an additional $9,000 per month cash. In addition to a bigger referral base, that would probably bring you more new patients, that would be more referrals, that would increase the size of your current practice because you would have a bigger referral base. Now, of course, those of you that become experts at this and not try to just fit into what you're currently doing, which you're welcome to do that too if you want to. We have a transition strategy for you. You'll see, I'll show you. But what if it was 30%? That's $27,000 per month, people still under care. How many inactive patients do you have? You do the math. A more important question is, let's not live in the past. What about in the future, the present and the future? How many more inactive patients will you create tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and over the next decade or two? How many more will you create if you keep doing the same things that you're doing? Listen, you don't have to give up what you have to implement this. You can transition your practice and keep the crisis care people coming in and transition to create more lifestyle care, lifetime patients, and you do the math. What will be the impact over the next year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years if you transition and implement the lifetime patient system? For most of you, you're probably drooling by now and you're excited and you're realizing that you wish you could go back. Well, we have resources for that too. We have reactivation tools that are a part of the lifetime patient system, and they're really good. And right now, from today moving forward, just don't duplicate the same insanity. Duplicate the success of the lifetime patient system. Here's how it works over time. You're going to get these same crisis care people that are coming in today, and you're going to become an expert at implementing the system, and you're going to transition more of them. We call it, as you'll see in the continuum, help them make this critical transition to lifestyle care, and your practice is going to begin to grow. You'll get more crisis care people coming in, more will transition to lifestyle care, and so both of these pieces will get bigger. And as time goes on, you're going to see that the crisis care piece grows, the transitional piece grows, and the lifestyle care piece grows until, as time goes on, the lifestyle care piece is twice the size of your current crisis care practice. Now, at that point, you'll have maybe an associate or two or three if you want that, because you'll see that it's a system and it's not personality based, that you'll have a lot more freedom because it's not all dependent on you and your own personality, which is really, really exciting. And you'll be inspired because you'll see that lifetime patients equal profit and lifetime patients equal votes. Votes meaning we're in an election year. Come on. We want these people to vote our way. We want them to vote in line with the way that chiropractors think from a healthcare perspective. Well, lifetime patients equal profit and lifetime patients equal votes. Inactive patients are zero profit and zero votes. Come on, let's create the congruency, the income, and the profit and the fun that comes with a lifetime patient system that creates lots of lifetime patients. So what's in the lifetime patient system? It's broken down into 7 different areas that are a part of a package that the family practice offers, that for literally the value of one lifestyle care patient, lifetime patient a year minimum, that you get your return on your investment. And then many of our people are getting one a month, one every 2 weeks, one a week, some one a day, some one a shift, which is a massive number of new people. We had one of our affiliates send me a text. She told me she had 56 people commit to lifestyle care for the next year in 1 month. Come on, that's a lot of people. So as you get more lifestyle care people as a part of your practice, it kind of mushrooms with time because more and more people repeat and commit year after year after year. That's worth $25,000 a month additional to her practice to have that kind of results. Come on, let's make this happen. And here's the thing, I mentioned this earlier, you can implement it in a linear way and a non-linear way, depending on how many staff members you have or how you tend to think or how you like to work. And I'm going to go through very briefly each of these systems so you can see the impact that it can have on your practice and what's a part of the system. So the Fast Start system is obviously where we want you to start. And we have in our system, we have a Get Started or a Fast Start or Getting Started area where basically what you do when you commit to the lifetime patient system, you commit to the paradigm. We send you a bunch of things. We immerse your environment. We send you some books. We send you some posters. We send you some folders, and we send you some re-exam pads. And we build you a lifetime care website that's a part of the lifetime patient system that matches everything inside the practice. So we're going to immerse your environment. You commit to the paradigm, and we immerse your environment. So we're not going to hodgepodge your environment. We're going to immerse your environment in a congruent conversation. One of the challenges that a lot of us have is we have hodgepodged and piecemealed our system together so that it's not a system at all. It's a hodgepodge of really good information that doesn't lead people down a road. We want to lead people down a road. That's why the system is so important. It's not just about having a website. It's about having a website so that's a part of a system. It's not just about having a report of findings. It's having a report of findings that matches your website that's a part of a system. It's not just about having a re-exam. It's about having a re-exam that's a part of a system. It's not just about having articles, but having articles and resources that are a part of a system. So we're going to immerse your environment inside and out so that we shift the conversation of your practice, so that we make it more relevant to patients and communicate with a level of consistency. So we can steer the shift on a daily basis, on a visit-to-visit basis, with resources that you and your staff will have access to, that all you'll have to do is know that they're there and point to them and direct people to them so they can work for you. You'll be able to direct the shift on a moment-to-moment basis, and you'll be able to master the shift with the training that we provide. And you'll see that by doing this, you literally can start very quickly. That's like why I've showed you on a couple of those people where we've duplicated the success in just a short period of time. There's a substantial result that happens because you're implementing the system as a paradigm with the tools and the resources that immerse your environment and shift the conversation of your practice, with the resources to deliver it to your patients and the training to help you become an expert. So the Fast Start system is very, very effective. It brings your message up to speed by giving you a complete package. It brings you up to date and makes you relevant. As an interesting discussion, back in 1970, Let It Be was the #1 record album in the world. It was a bestseller, and it was relevant because that's how people played music back then. They played it as a record. Well, in 2011, interestingly enough, Let It Be was also a best-selling song, but you could not buy it as a record. You could only get it as a download unless you found it in a collector's store, which maybe there's one in every other city around the country, major city around the country, that has a very limited number of these collector items, collector albums. But everybody could get Let It Be as a download. So the packaging is up to date and the packaging is relevant. Reader's Digest just did a report that if your doctor is your doctor out of date? Well, this system brings your package up to date. It brings your communication system up to date, as you'll see, your marketing, your patient education, your messaging. Everything gets up to date the second you commit to the system, because we turn you on to give you access online. We deliver the training on a regular basis, and we send you the resources and upload your resources on a regular basis for you, making you relevant and up to date and keeping you relevant up to date so you can reach more people in your community. I'll tell you something interesting that's happening out in the world because of the best-selling book of the 100-Year Lifestyle, which this branding and messaging is a major part of the Lifetime Patient System. Right now, Usher, who we all know, I believe, here he is with Sugar Ray Leonard. His movie Hands of Stone is coming out about him and about Sugar Ray and Roberto Duran, and Usher is playing the lead role. Well, what's interesting is Usher endorsed the 100-Year Lifestyle. You'll put these books in your reception area. People will see it. The movie comes out, and they're like, wow, Usher did this. And it elevates your status. It elevates you in the eyes of the consumer. You're no longer a solo act and an individual doctor. Roger Craig endorsed the 100-Year Lifestyle workout. It's on the bottom of this book. I just saw him this past weekend. He's hopefully will be in the Hall of Fame in the next go-round. He's the next up #1 running back to be voted into the Hall of Fame. So that's a big deal. He endorses this concept. His story is in the 100-Year Lifestyle workout. When you have it displayed, and then you have articles and a website and a report of finding, everything builds on everything, no holes. And then Kyle Maynard, Stedman Graham, Oprah's boyfriend, the American Council on Exercise, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, Les Mills, the Fitness Gurus, Gold Gym, Business Network International, have all endorsed the 100-Year Lifestyle model and message and the book and the resources. So for you, it's important that you are no longer a solo act. When you immerse your environment, it changes the game. We provide resources online to immerse you. Here's Barrett Hedges, a National Geographic award-winning photographer, endorsing the value and the benefits of lifetime chiropractic care. This is all a part of the resources, articles, success and stress in school, all a part of it. The content is so relevant and so working that we are approaching in just a short period of time 5 million article views. These two views are getting 6,000 views in just the last month, 5,000 views in just the last month. These are clicks on your website, not our website, on your site. So the system is very effective because it creates pre-day one education. It helps create lifetime patients right from day one. It shifts people's paradigm. It's outside the crap box and mishmash of confusion that tends to be in the chiropractic world. We bam people with relevant content. The articles become indexed by Google. They're social media friendly. They help you dominate your community, literally helping you become like a WebMD for chiropractic care in your community, like a Mercola.com for chiropractic care in your community. It's a system that is doing the work for you. You can delegate to, and it has written video and audio content where you get the clicks. This is an important part of the system. It's a part of the lifetime patient system, and it matches everything else. It's not hodgepodge together, which helps make it much, much, much more effective. Here's another example. Social media resources, helping you attract the CrossFit community, the environmental community, kids, families, getting them under care, additional resources for inside the practice to help you attract and create as many new patients as possible, which is exciting because that's just the fast start system that you could be implementing literally by this afternoon and bringing you up to speed and relevant. The new patient system is the next system. The new patient system contains pre-day one education, the online resources, the patient education resources that your patients are using to refer their family and friends, that are articles online, newsletters, books, videos, etc. I was just with a student today that took one of the videos that we provide that are a part of the new patient system, and he used it, and literally this patient was coming in just because they thought they wanted nutrition. They ended up realizing after this 2-minute video that nutrition is not near as effective without good nerve supply. They came in for the chiropractic care and the nutrition, and they referred 4 additional people in just the last 4 months that want chiropractic care. They're committed lifetime patients because of the pre-day one education. It simplifies. The new patient system simplifies the new patient processing. Our report of findings is a 2-minute report if you're good at it, a 7-minute report if you're mediocre at it, and it helps you create lifetime patients during that time period. Why? Because it attracts the crisis care people, helps people make the transitional choice, and also helps people and attracts people for lifestyle care. It's the lifestyle care continuum that's a part of the new patient system that can increase compliance and also increase referrals. Here's the lifestyle care continuum. It shows people that we attract newborn babies and seniors and everybody in between on the crisis care side, from newborns to young people to middle-aged people to work injuries, stress injuries, all kinds of problems. And it also attracts people on the lifestyle care side. And it helps people understand that we're going to help them through their crisis, and we give them the option to go through this critical transition to lifestyle care. Why is it a critical transition? Because it's just like people that go on a diet, lose the weight, they go off the diet and gain the weight back. They do that because they have a crisis, their pants don't fit, or they get sick, and then they change their eating habits and exercise habits maybe, and they lose the weight, they get over the crisis, and then they don't make the critical transition to make healthy eating and to make exercise a part of their lifestyle. They never make the critical transition. So the wording is important because the critical transition people, these are the people that don't make this transition. These are the inactive files. These are the inactive patients. So we want to speak to them in language that gets them to value it, make it a priority to make that critical transition to lifestyle care. And if they choose not to, that's their choice. We don't bully them. We don't beat them up. We don't make them feel like idiots. We wrap it in a package. We brand it long-term with the 100-year lifestyle. We get them thinking long-term. We use the leverage of longevity. We bring it into the package through the simple messaging that we provide. And through that, we attract the crisis care people. We attract the lifestyle care people. And we help people transition from crisis care to lifestyle care. You know, there's a lot of you that are using continuums that may have 3 components, but it's not a part of a system. It's in a crap box of mishmash of information. It's been hodgepodge together. There's no books that back it up. There's no videos that back it up, or maybe there are little pieces. Maybe it's in a mishmash of confusion that chiropractors, that people don't know what chiropractic is out in the world. This system helps make this transition much smoother. A concept that is very important that our people seem to love is that it makes a difference for them, that crisis care people resent paying for what they need. They love paying for what they want. The people that need you because they're in crisis, they resent the fact that they have to come. People that are committed to a healthier lifestyle, they love paying for what they want because they want it. And so what the system does is it helps transition people from need to want, from crisis care to lifestyle care. When your system is doing it for you with articles and videos and internal patient education and books that match and communication that matches and staff that tells the same story and systems internally that match, it makes it so much easier. Oh my God, because it's doing the work for you. You're not just a talking head. It makes it so much easier to transition people from crisis care to lifestyle care. The report of findings, 2 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, transitioning people, re-exams, transitioning people. Everything builds on everything. I love this. Dr. Marcus sent me this text message. February, March, and April, he collected $57,000. May, June, and July, he collected $70,000, up about $14,000. And I love what he says. He says, I don't think I've had anybody that hasn't come back. Come on. That's what you want to create. You want to create that kind of result. And he's just getting started. These are his first 3 months in the game. Come on, get in the game. The Lifetime Patient System will help you make this transition. Let's talk next about the communication system. The communication system is filled with daily visit procedure that helps you deliver excellent messages while you, as a chiropractor and your team, deliver excellent quality care. It's filled with resources that give you and your staff situational confidence to handle situations, every situation that happens related to people with insurance questions. Does insurance cover it? Does it not cover it? What if I brought my family? My husband won't let me. Why? My wife won't let me. All kinds of situations, people missing appointments, people keeping appointments. The cool thing that you're going to see is that because of the way the system is built, 80% of the problem questions that come up over and over again will vanish as you implement more and more of the system because you're handling things proactively. The continuum, the consistency of messaging, the awareness of exit signs, ahead of time, proactively as well as reactively, but even more importantly, proactively, will help you and your team become experts and masters in handling every single situation that can come up in practice. And then we train you along the way. And the best part is, and I love this for chiropractors, that it helps you do this not just as a talking head. Come on, not just as a talking head. There are so many of us, our resources are not all put together. They're hodgepodge together. We're dripped along with other organizations. We hodgepodge it from this place and that place, so it's not put together as a complete system. So we have to be really strong talking heads all the time. So if our mouth is not moving, it's not getting done. Or if our mouth is not doing, we're not growing. Or if our mouth is not moving, people miss appointments. We want to set it up so that pre-day one through every phase of care, our tools and our resources are communicating our message exactly how we want it for us ahead of time and ongoing, so that our communication system is helping us attract and create as many lifetime patients as possible. And it will. It absolutely will. Next, here are some examples, by the way, of some of the content in the communications. This will be on your website. It'll also handouts that you can put inside your practice. They're world-class, they're beautiful, and they're relevant. This one talks about lifetime care research. This talks about performance. This is a whole marketing campaign that we provide, and we put it on your website. We don't charge you extra for it. We don't drip you along. It's excellent. Olympians perform better with chiropractic, 100% for 100 years. Sports injuries and prevention over the summer. This is content that is readily available in split seconds at a moment's notice for you and your team to deliver. Here's more that's readily available 24/7. This is the quote-unquote WebMDMercola.com chiropractor for your community. Obviously, you're not going to use WebMD or Mercola.com. You'll be the 100-year lifestyle chiropractor in your community, affiliate chiropractor in your community. All the content is branded and written to create lifetime patients. All the language matches. So school started, homework headaches, trying or training, your beautiful brain, smartphone syndromes, why medical conditions respond. The nervous system conversation, very up to speed, very relevant internally and also on your website. Everything builds on everything. Videos that match, all a part of a communication system that works for you, whether you're using it consciously or not, to help you attract and create as many lifetime patients as you are willing to see. And yes, it is all a part of the system. Next, wow, we're covering a lot. A lot of you are thinking, wow, I got a lot of holes. I got a lot of work to do. Come on now. No, if you love what we're doing and you love the lifetime patient system that we built, We're going to roll it into your practice the minute you decide that you're ready to become an affiliate and implement this system in your practice. So the financial system, they're solid. You will solidify your crisis care financial policies, whether people have insurance and cash both. You'll solidify your transitional care policies and your lifestyle care policies, which are cash. You'll do the financial freedom builder and the financial and rheostat, so that you'll upgrade your consciousness financially to attract more money into your practice. Listen, more people equal more money. More people equal more profit. And going back to the beginning of this, the profit is just a part of it. The cookies at Christmas, the love, the fun, the enjoyment, the passion, the hugs, the not feeling like your patients are using you. That's all the most beautiful part of it. It's just a super duper extra way cool bonus that they're also paying you a lot more money over the course of their entire lifetime. So yes, the financial system is extremely effective. You're going to learn to declare your fees, keep a balances at zero, clarify your crisis care policies, clarify your transitional lifestyle care policy. You're going to collect from everyone. Cheaper is not the answer. You're not going to have to compete with the cheapy places. You're going to be branded with a valuable message that keeps you strong in your community. And the system provides the forms. The system provides the communication for you and your staff. The system keeps everything congruent, the language congruent, everything matches. It's built into every single thing that you do, and it's available instantaneously when you begin to become an affiliate and implement and decide to implement the system. Next, the efficiency system. And we're beginning to run low on time here because I do want to wind down and take some questions. So I'll go through this pretty quickly. You'll learn to simplify your office policy and procedure. You'll increase your capacity through the freedom tools that we provide, as well as the training and scheduling concepts and the focused care and learning how to delegate to your team. And we'll train your team because they'll go online and they'll get a lot of the training that helps them become that much more efficient while the doctors are off doing other things, being with their families, on vacation, or out doing a marketing event maybe inside the community. So the efficiency system is also readily available as a part of the lifetime patient system. It will keep you focused on your Hedgehog. You won't have to build a business within a business or go buy an extra or hire another employee to implement this. If you are a chiropractor, whether you have both chiropractic services as your primary as well as secondary services, I know some of you may have nutrition, some of you may have some rehab services, some of you may have some other things that you like to do. You will keep the primary. You won't have to hire a second person to have a business in a business. This will keep your primary business primary, keep you focused, and build it out of passion, what you're great at, with an economic engine that keeps you focused on the Hedgehog, your core business, rather than hodgepodging it all together. You will love that because the simplicity makes it fun and easy to get it done. Again, you'll have the freedom tools, you'll have the resources, so it won't just be based on you having to be a talking head. The referral system. Let me tell you something. If this is all you did, it would be phenomenal. You'd get a return on your investment 100 times over. We call it the law of exponential growth versus the law of diminished return. You'll learn how to turn perk-up situations in your practice. People that say, hey, I feel great. People that are excited about the care. You'll learn how to use your resources to turn those people into committed new patients. You won't have to chase them. You'll learn how to attract them. Your resources are readily available to you. You'll have access to them within an hour, and they'll be online on your website for you to refer to, whether you're walking around or hanging around in your community somewhere, or your staff is, or your patient is, so that you will be easy to find and easy to follow with great resources. We'll give you the content, we'll give you the resources, and we will train you how to turn perk-ups to new patients. Wouldn't you be glad if this training was a part of the first Getting Started section that you watch from day one? Well, my brothers and sisters, of course it is. It's available instantaneously when you become an affiliate and decide to implement the lifetime patient system. Here are some of the resources. I showed you some of these. Celebrating the great outdoors, Olympians, digestion, acute and chronic injuries, concussions, head injuries, winning, nerve disorders, pain relief, media, DD's important timeless question, great, coming up in September for Chiropractic's birthday nutrition and nerve supply, why recurring injuries refer, pregnancy, healthcare technology, sports, stress, commutes, sitting. It's on and on and on. You will be the content leader outside the crap box, delivering lifetime care messages with relentless consistency just by pointing and directing people to your content. This will help you generate referrals, open doors in your community, equip your patients to refer, make your community relationships proud of you, and empower you and your team to wherever you are, inside your office or outside your office, to get as many committed lifestyle care lifetime patients as you are willing to see. The last system that I want to cover is the marketing system. And yes, of course, we have what I believe is the best marketing on the chiropractic planet. It's internal marketing, web and social media marketing, external marketing, relationship marketing, and community marketing that you will not have to spend an extra penny for. Did you hear what I said? It's included. It's all included. We do not trip you along. We do not nickel and dime you. We're going to give it to you. So the internal marketing, you'll love it. The web and social media marketing, it's very postable on Facebook, on Google, on Twitter, and it's literally in split-second postings. Not really split-second. It's more like 30 seconds, 14 to 30 seconds, depending how fast your clicking finger is, and it looks world-class. So you'll love it. The external marketing will get you into corporations. We'll get you published in magazines for free. Build relationships with businesses and schools and sports teams in your community, and attract your community to your practice for lifetime care. Here are some examples. Doctors getting published, doctors in the community speaking, delivering the content, welcomed with open arms, some of them getting paid to do it, not having to pay to do it, but getting paid to do it. I love it. This doctor here, I love this. This is the law of exponential growth. His first lunch and learn, 14 employees, 28 appointments paid. That's the law of exponential growth that I was talking about. Do we provide the PowerPoint? Of course we do. Do we provide the instructions? Of course we do. Do we provide the handouts? Of course we do. Do we provide the training for you and your team? Of course we do. Do we provide the flyers that are included, already put together for you? Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. It's all put together, you. Come on. It's time to fill your practice with lifetime patients. It's time, my brothers and sisters. It is absolutely time. Getting into the community, of course we do. We provide all the resources, karate studios, sports teams in the community. And then with the training and support, the affiliate area, this is what it's going to look like very shortly. It has just a different color and feel look today. It's this piece of it. Well, it's done. It's perfectly put together. You will love it. You'll have access to all these different resources, from the basics and getting started to financial management, marketing resources, all put together for you. The systems all put together for you. The trainings are readily available. The resources are available in just a couple of clicks. Literally, introduction letter, bam, you click on it. It's already written. You just put your name on it. The report scripting, word for word. You just print it out and read it. The press release, boom, you just click on it, it opens up, and you just print it out, put your name on it, and print it out. The staff meeting agenda, you print it out, you have your staff meeting, bam, over and over again, you know what you're going to cover. Already put together for you. Corporate marketing, marketing resources, these are just a sampling. This is what it looks like from a mobile perspective. You're going to love it because it's all in one place, and it's all put together for you. You're going to love having it systematized. Everything matches, and that's what the family practice has stood for nearly 2 decades. As I wind down, the training and support, we have an affiliate hub, yes. We have live weekly training calls. We have an affiliate page where we can interact with each other. We have email support, phone support. We are, I believe, the most supportive company in the profession. You're going to love it. We want to fill this profession with lifetime patients while we deliver a focused chiropractic message in the world. My brothers and sisters, it is an honor. I am grateful that you took the time to watch this webinar. For over 30 years, we have been an expert, myself, our team at the family practice, for over 30 years, we are experts, become experts, the leading expert at creating lifetime patients. For nearly 20 years, we've been duplicating success for chiropractors around the world. Now it is your turn. It is your turn to stop creating inactive files and start creating more lifetime patients. It's been such a blessing raising my family in chiropractic, seeing all of my children becoming chiropractors. My son just recently graduated, my two other children in school, my wife 29 years, blessed to be able to enjoy just so many of the things that are joyful in life that I think that many of us all strive for, that 29 years ago, if you would have said, you know what, this is how your life is going to turn out, man, I would have committed to what I committed to back then. I do it all over again today. Well, guess what? Another month, another week, another month, another year, another 5 years, another decade is going to go by. Will you fill your practice with lifetime patients, or will you fill it with inactive files? Come on, your community is ready and waiting for your leadership. The lifetime patient system, it's a very exciting thing to implement. For less than the cost of one lifetime patient a year, what it's going to mean to your practice over the next 5 years. If you got one a year, over the next 5 years, you would pay for this entire system. And most people are getting one a month, one a week, some one a day, some one a shift, some are getting one an hour. You decide, it's your practice, how much you want to get. The lifetime patient system, yes, it's a commitment. We do not trip you along. We just make it available to you. The fee will range depending on the term of your commitment from $500 a month, approximately $500 a month, on up to $800 a month, and it is all inclusive of everything, from the web to the social media to the procedures and the training and everything in between, all inclusive. You'll have access to it literally within a couple of hours if you want to. So that is a commitment. We'd love to have you as a part of our family, utilizing the lifetime patient system to attract and create as many lifetime patients as you would like, while you stop creating inactive files, or at least reduce the number of inactive files dramatically. And for those of you that are not ready to make a big commitment, but you are wanting to learn more, we have a program that we call Family Practice Abundance. It's a 3.5-hour video training. It's $479, where you can get that and get this training. We'll include with that, we'll include a copy of the 100-Year Lifestyle and the 100-Year Lifestyle Workout, and a Longevity Solution audio program. There are no tools and resources with this. You don't get any of the content, but you get a lot of the concepts and the ideas. You get the business, you get the information, you get the concepts behind it to shift your consciousness in this direction. And you know what? You'll like it if you're not ready to make a commitment, but if you're ready to make a commitment, come on, let's go to work, start using the tools instantaneously to get as many people living the chiropractic lifestyle under lifetime chiropractic care as possible. And then for those of you that, if you want to come to a seminar and you want to have some skull cracking and you want to have a great experience, and this is for affiliates and non-affiliates, we have a program called Speak Up and Lead. We have helped develop some of the best speakers in the profession, and we'd love to be a part of your journey with that as well. So 3 things to think about today. What an exciting call. I'm so glad to be a part of your journey. I appreciate that you took to be on this call, and let's take and see if there are any questions and comments. If you'd like to, if you're watching this webinar and you want to call us, the number is 866-532-3327, extension 109. That's 866-532-3327, extension 109. Or you can visit our website again at www.thefamilypractice.net. Thanks, everybody. Looking forward to working with you and filling your practice with lifetime patients.